Yo, what's good, everybody? I haven't made a video in a while, but this is gonna be an update on store number 12 and a product test that I did that failed or that I moved on from. And today's actually the 12th, so I'm recording this kind of late. But yeah, let's get in. So before I start, I'm gonna show you guys the metrics. So June 25th to about August 1st is when I ran the product. $3,217.46, 45 orders. And I could do the same here. June 25th to August 1st. And you can see so yeah, we had a good total sales to store sessions ratio, that's for sure. Alright, let's get into how I found the product. So I found this product on Droppoint, just scrolling through. I found a competitor selling it, and it was directed towards the Brazilian market, but I just saw that it was doing well in general, and it was a hot product on Amazon as well. So I cross-checked a few places, and it was looking good. So I decided to test it. And then I also saw an ad for it on ESPN later, which is kind of funny. I was just watching ESPN and this ad came up for the same exact product. Here's the actual competitor. They call it Calming Heat, and all the video clips from them is where my ads got their clips from. So like the ad company I paid to make my ads just stole clips probably from this company, because they actually have like real actors and everything. But yeah, they have a pretty good landing page. So yeah, it's a pain and health product. It's basically like a heated blanket, and you could use it to like soothe your neck muscles and whatever. So yeah, that's how I found this product. As for the store build, I built this on Turbo theme. I based it really off of the Virum Ecomm course, and like the new one they put out. And the store was already built with Turbo. I just kind of rearranged it and then only made it a one product store kind of look. And it was my partner's store early. My partner already had made the store, so I just had to change the layout and change some things. So yeah, here's just like a video of the home page. And I don't really care that you guys know the name of the store, because it's not like I'm doing insane numbers or anything. And this is just the product page. So you can see I did custom images. I changed the colors. I added sections, FAQ, all that basic layout. Wrote my own reviews. Yeah, just, track your order, contact us, shipping, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, that was the store. Now for logistics and order fulfillment. When we first got orders, we were actually using eBay, and that actually cut the shipping times a lot, and it helped us get orders faster to people in the US. And then I actually ended up working with my first agent, and it was just for like 30 pieces, and I shipped a bunch of stock to his warehouse, and he shipped it out with Unixpress. And when we were doing that, it was actually pretty good shipping times. We were getting like 7 to 10 days. You can't really see here because it's so small, but it's like 12 days, 14 days. So like not bad shipping times from China. And then, we had some one-off orders after we finished the 30. So, we just did eBay and Amazon if we needed to. For the video ad creatives, I used bands off ads and viral Ecomm ads. I don't really recommend viral Ecomm ads as much as many anymore. But yeah, I had 2 videos and 2 ad copies. So actually 2 ads. So here's one of the ads. Here's the first ad copy. This one I used bullet points. Here's the thumbnail. This is the one made by Viral Ecomm Ads. And here's a mistake I actually made. So here you can tell it says massager, and I had to redo the ads because I was like falsely advertising a massage blanket when in reality it was just a heated blanket. So yeah, that was definitely a big mistake because all the social proof I got on this ad I had to just restart, and I also had to change this to shop now. And I actually accidentally deleted those ads, so I can't show you, but you just gotta take my word for it. And then here's the second ad copy right here. It's more of like a testimonial style, and here's the video for that one.
Oh my gosh, so good.
That's like hilarious. And this video actually ended up performing worse than the viral Ecomm ads one, so
the heat increases your circulation.
so yeah, that's the second ad right there. And I could show you, these are the creatives breakdown, and I told you I deleted the other ads on accident, so I can't show you the top ad, but this was one of the top ads, and it was the viral Ecomm ads with the bullet point style copy. It had the cheapest cost per purchase and the best ROAS for sure, but the cost per link click and everything is still pretty dang high. Okay, overall on this product test, I spent $2,500 to make back $3,200. You can see right here, $2,500 spent. Link clicked, reach, just basic stuff. Mainly women, actually. And June 25th to August 1st. So yeah, I made back around $3,200, and the overall loss of the product was $800 over the course of about a month of testing. And as a teaser for the next video, this is the product that ended up testing next, which actually did terrible for me. Within like $500, I just like decided, yeah, this is not working. And for the video ad creatives, I just like sent them, got the videos done. I didn't really send too many edits because it just takes more time to get back revisions, and I didn't want to wait. So that's just that. As for the Facebook ads launch strategy, I just used single interest testing. I tested 2 ads per ad set, and then 7 single interest to start with $7 a day budget, and then I let them spend a break-even cost per purchase, which was around $45, and then add the cart and initiate checkout, which is like $25 and $30, I believe. And then I cut bad performers earlier if they were obvious, but the thing is, like, even when they look bad at first, like, you just won't know until break-even cost per purchase, because if you don't, like, I got a lot of sales where it's like right about break-even cost per purchase, and then they end up getting a sale. I mean, they don't become profitable, so that's something to consider for sure. But they do. I think the best way to test it to its full, to the full limit is like through break-even cost per purchase. And then I just kept adding new interest to test more audiences, and single interest did the best for me overall, and not lookalikes. So we can see that here when you go into my first single interest campaign. Yeah, here we go. I could do like the first first 3 days here, and you can just see these are the first ones I started with. Cramp, aging, sports medicine. I did 21 plus, and I just did the same setup as before in previous videos you've seen. So yeah, we got 3 purchases. This was definitely the best performer. And then I cut some of these earlier because, you know, they didn't have, like, the cost per link click was super high or something. But yeah, no, these look fine. But as for how I set them up, you can see right here, optimizing for purchase, only US targeting. exclude those, all languages, auto placements. Yeah, so nothing complicated here. And then we can get into after about a week. So I was testing. So I cut these early, as you can see. They just might have not had added carts at all. And then, yeah, just kept testing new ones. So knee, sanitary, napkin, relaxation technique. And that's just what I kept doing over the course of the rest of the time. I just tested more and more. And then we could see like personal care actually became the best. Cramp, which was a winner from before. Massage, I think I redid it in 35 plus because they all started to die down, and then they weren't getting any more purchases. So I would just like try to narrow down. So I did 35 plus, and then I did like 45 plus, which didn't perform as well. I also had a page like campaign going at like $2 a day or whatever, just to try to lower like CPMs or if that. And so what I did to scale, so attempting to scale, right? I did top interest CBO scaling like in the course, and I set the budget at $50 a day. And scaling phase 1 lookalikes, I tested 95% video view after about $2,000 in spend, but it tanked. And then I started running retargeting after like $500 for hot and warm audiences with low budgets. It was about 5 to 10% of the overall daily budget. So if my budget's like $100, then I would be spending $5 to $10 per day for both, as in total for retargeting. And then after I tested 95% video views and it didn't work, I just decided to stick with single interest. And then I tried 1% lookalike for 50% video view as a last resort, and that also didn't do well. I tested this one as a single interest, so I just put it in the same campaign and then ran it to like the same cut metrics as like a single interest would. And then I decided to just cut my losses early and move on after like consulting with a few people, and I had a little mentor thing for like a month, like 3 weeks, and yeah, that didn't really help. They just kind of said the same thing, so I just moved on. But yeah, here you can just see this was the first CBO I made, and it was just the same single interest 3 times, and it actually did pretty well at first, but then the performance starts to decline. And the problem that I'll keep seeing is it'll be unprofitable or break even for 3 to 5 days, and after 3 to 5 days of no sales at all, it's kind of like showing you that it's just not gonna, most likely won't come back. And so that's why here it's overall, as an overall campaign, it's profitable, but with no sales for like a week. I think this one I ran a week, like 7 full days and no sales. It was just like time to cut it, so I just decided to cut it, and maybe I'll just test it again later. So yeah, same thing with here. I just did the same campaign, 3 of the same thing. I just let them spend fully, and then if they didn't get a purchase after break even cost of purchase, I just turned the adset off. And then we have retargeting here, which is just a CBO. At first it had just everything in one CBO, but I decided to try to split it up later from hot and cold. So this one is just the retargeting CBO. So this is just warm, so it should just be video view and engagement in here. Actually no, this is just add to cart and initiate checkout, and this one didn't do that well at all. And then here's the same thing, just the CBO scaling, and then I tried this interest, didn't work. I'm running these to $150, so 3 days. And here's the top interest scaling. So I tried taking all my top interest and then putting it into, so I actually didn't put it in a CBO, I had it in an ABO, and then I just did it to $5 a day, and then I'm running it here till like 45, which is break even cost per purchase, and again, the same ones are showing signs of doing well, so personal care, but this one was 45 plus. And at this point, it's getting to the point where it was like barely break even, or like I was losing money now as a whole. So I decided, and this was maybe at like $2,000 in spend, so I was like, all right, I'm gonna try this 95% video view lookalike, and it just didn't do well. I think I spent I spent almost $300 to make back 2 sales, and I think this is like wrong. I think there's 1 sale only. So yeah, just didn't do well. And then I tested, I think, a single interest here for 1% video view here, and this is what like a mentor kind of thing told me to do, and just to test it. And I tested it for $30 a day, and he said like if it doesn't get like the cost per link click I think was $10, so he was just like, yeah, just cut it, and like it's probably like time to move on with this product unless you want to keep going. And I think I had lost like $800, so it was just for me it was just worth it to find a product that's gonna just win earlier, and that's what they said too. They just said like winners that are like really banger products, they'll just start selling right away, and that's the same experience I had with another winner I had in January. So I just decided to cut my losses early and move on. But I think for sure this product could have done better if I kept trying different things and like putting more money up front. But I didn't have, I don't have the biggest cash flow or budget. So that's what sucks, is like he's telling me to do, or people are telling me to do like $150 a day budgets, or like $300 a day budgets for CBOs, and I get that because like they stabilize at that budget, but at the same time I can't even afford it. Like there's no way I could. So that's what sucks, and most of them just say the same thing, like you that's the best way to do it and test fast. But I can't, if you don't have the budget, then you just gotta find a winner that's just gonna get you there. It's gonna get you profitable in the start too, because like I understand that in testing, it might not be profitable for like $5,000 in spend, but if it's like break even or like slightly losing money, like my situation, then it might be worth it to keep going. And so that's just what I talk about here, which is like in where I went wrong. The budget's definitely holding me back because I only have like about a $1,500 a month budget for testing. Running more interests and audiences to full break-even cost per purchase. As some of the interests I tested, I only ran to break-even, add to cart, or initiate checkout. But I think that's just debatable because you saw that $10 cost per link click for 95% video, or 1% lookalike of 95 or of 50% video view, and like that's just terrible. So I'm not gonna let that run to break-even cost per purchase. But if I had a bigger budget, I would. That's just what I'm saying. And then in terms of testing more lookalikes, I definitely would have tested more lookalikes. But even at a $50 a day budget, that's like pretty low. And like everybody that I talked to recommended like at least $150 for a lookalike. And then testing more custom audiences, that's just stuff I would have liked to do, but the losses were already too great, to keep going. So I just decided to move on. And then obviously reinvesting into more ads and creatives would have been good. The ads I had were not the greatest, and they didn't, in terms of like Facebook's metrics, what I saw, like the CTRs and cost per link clicks and all that kind of stuff. And then also a big mistake I made was messing up that first creative with the false claim of writing it a massage blanket instead of just heated blanket, because then I could have kept the social proof. And now I had to restart, a new ad. So as a final profit and loss, revenue $3,200, expenses around $4,000, cost of goods was $1,200, net loss is around $800. And that's the video. So you can stay tuned for the next one. I'm gonna drop another store. I had a product I tested that failed. And like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you thought. DM me if you need any help. Stay tuned for the next video. Hopefully I'll post that one soon, but no promises. And take care. Peace, guys.